Say when.
You in.
Morning everyone, my name is Amanda and I'm here today to talk to you a bit about our fascinating cheetahs. In particular, we'll look at the ways in which they differ from some of the other big cats. For example, did you know that cheetahs cannot roar, but they can mimic the sound of a bird? It's true, and we'll come back to that. Firstly, just by looking at our cheetah, you might notice something that sets her apart from some of the other big cats, like say the lions or the leopards. Anyone notice any differences? Yes?
Do they have different colour spots?
They do have different spots, you're right. You might also notice the shape and the structure of their body. They have long, slender body, long legs, a small head and a deep chest. And this sort of streamlined body helps minimise air resistance while they're running, and their extra long tail acts as a sort of rudder when they're turning. And cheetahs are built this way because they are built for speed rather than strength, like most other big cats. Their incredibly elastic spine helps them to really extend their long legs and cover a lot of ground in one stride. In fact, cheetah can cover up to 6.5 metres in just one stride. Now to give you an idea, that's from our first marker here all the way down to our other marker over here. Have we got anyone that wants to see how many strides it takes them? Yeah? Got a volunteer, okay. So we're going to come here, we'll start here and we'll do big steps like this and we'll count how many it takes you to get, can you see the other marker down there? We'll see how long it takes you to get there. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 steps. And cheetahs can do that in just one stride. That's cool, huh? Okay, now as well as these visible adaptations, there are other parts of the design that contribute to their incredible speed. The first of these are their claws. Now cheetah are actually the only cat in the world who cannot fully retract their claws. If you've got a cat at home, I'm sure you have noticed the way they can extend and retract their claws. Cheetahs can't do this. And we think that the reason that they can't fully retract their claws is to help them get more traction or grip on the ground as they're running really fast. The second thing you might notice are their deep chests, and they have such deep chests because they contain an oversized heart and lungs. The reason they have an oversized heart and lungs is to build up so much speed so quickly, you need something that's able to pump air and blood through your body really powerfully. Now we can see that these physical differences are what makes cheetahs so specialised for running. In fact, a cheetah is able to reach speeds of up to 115 kilometres an hour. In comparison, the fastest human ever recorded, Usain Bolt, sprints at about 44 kilometres an hour, so less than half the speed. Phar Lap ran about 58 kilometres an hour. For another comparison, Formula 1 cars go from 0 to 100 in about 4 seconds, and cheetahs can do it in under 3. Now unfortunately for cheetahs, they can't have the best of both worlds. All these specialisations that make them super fast also mean they lack the strength and the power to take down large prey. They're very light for their size. They have a small head, small jaw, and shrunken upper canines, which means they aren't able to get a good grip on large prey. The other problem is that they exert so much energy catching prey that they have to stop and cool down after a chase. This means that they're usually unable to drag off or hide their dinner, and they don't protect their kills. Remember, they're built for speed, not strength, which has basically made them big scaredy cats. If a lion, a hyena or some other predator comes to take their dinner away, the cheetah will just run away and let them take it. Now the last unusual thing about cheetahs I want to tell you about is the sounds that they make. I'm sure you've all heard a lion roar, yeah? But have you ever heard a cheetah? No? And that's because cheetahs can't roar. Because of their voice and their vocal cord structure, they can't roar like a lion, but they do make some other noises. They hiss, they purr, they make barking noises, they growl, but most peculiar of all are the chirping sounds they make. They chirp just like a bird. Has anyone ever heard it? It is amazing. In fact, we think they make these chirping noises not only to communicate with each other, but in the wild they've been seen to use them to attract birds closer to them to make a quick and easy meal out of them. And I've actually got a recording here for you to listen to. That's a cheetah. That's cool, huh? So I hope you've learnt some cool new things about our cheetahs today and walk away with a newfound interest in Africa's most unusual cat. To conclude our talk, I'd like to thank you all for staying and listening, and if you've got any questions, I'd be happy to answer them for you. You got a question?
Why did they have stripes on their face? Why did they have stripes on their face?
Why did they have stripes on their faces? Good question. The stripes, or tear marks we call them, are another cool adaptation. They kind of work to help the cheetah focus on prey far away in the distance, as well as reflecting light from the sun. Anyone else?
How long do they live?
They live about 8 years or so in the wild, but normally they live around up to about 12 years in captivity, although some have lived longer. Alright, thanks guys, we'll be here another few minutes. If anyone wants to come up and have a chat, please feel free to do so. Thanks.